Taylor Moss is one of the most exciting artists leading the new generation of Australian country music performers. She's a rightly proud independent artist who this year released her fiery debut album entitled Firecracker. And every song in the track list shares her journey from how she was raised to falling in love to the layers of heartbreak to dreaming about her future, and it's an absolute cracker. And one of my favourite songs off the album is the one I just played a few seconds ago, the sensational The Women Who Raised Me. This year has seen Taylor rocking the main stage at the iconic CMC Rocks and lighting up stages around the globe with electrifying live shows in the UK and the legendary CMA Festival in Nashville, where she was the only Australian female to be chosen to perform. Following on from this, she'll be taking to the road with her headline Australian Firecracker 2 tour this month, kicking off at the Groundwater Country Music Festival. Sorry about that. The Groundwater Country Music Festival on the Gold Coast. And then she'll return to the Gympie Music Muster stage. Taylor has developed into one of the top female country music artists in Australia and has achieved some amazing chart success, scoring 2 number 1 hits and 5 top 5 hits on Australian country radio charts, and some impressive streaming numbers, surpassing 10 million, which is second only to Casey Chambers' significant metric. And all this before the release of her debut album. A cool surprise for Taylor has been the global line dancing community embracing her high energy song Ghosted, that spawned hundreds of thousands of streams and online videos around the world, plus recent TV appearances on Today Extra, and Farmer Wants a Wife highlight her growing popularity across the board. Taylor loves to entertain her ever-growing audience and her dedicated Mossy Posse. So stay tuned and watch. That's a great name. I love that, Mossy Posse. Stay tuned and watch her career continue to soar. I'm thoroughly delighted to have Taylor patiently standing by on the phone, waiting to have a chat with me. So let's bring her on air without any further delay. Hello, Taylor. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you so much. I mean, what an introduction.
I am famous for my introductions. You ask anyone about Harry T and the Country Club, the first thing they'll say, great.
To be honest, I forgot I'd achieved all those goals. It was a nice little reminder, so thank you so much.
Oh, there you go. we aim to please, Taylor.
Wonderful.
Anyway, look, welcome to the Country Club. I do think this is the first time we've had a chat together on the phone.
This is my first time, yeah.
Wow, okay, we're breaking you in on... we've thrown you in at the deep end.
No, it's perfect. I'm ready.
Okay, good. Anyway, look, welcome to the Country Club. It is really great to have you on the show. But before we go any further, tell us the story behind The Women Who Raised Me. Did you write that yourself, or was it a co-write?
It was a co-write with me and my best friend. So the story behind this song was basically my best friend and I, we were talking about how much we love Shania Twain. And then we both came to the realization that our mums walked down the aisle to You're Still the One by Shania Twain. And it was just one of those moments that was like, wow, that's such a great line. So the opening line for the track is, when I heard Shania, it sparked a fire in this child. Still the One was playing when my mama walked down the aisle. And that's relevant to both of us. But, we just really wanted to, I guess, say thank you to women in music, full stop, country and pop and rock, for holding the flag for, someone like me to continue wanting to do this dream. And, I wanted to write this song so also young women listening can, one, feel inspired to go and listen to those girls again, but also, two, feel inspired when they listen to my music too.
Okay, all right. Well, that's a worthy ambition, I have to say, and good on you. I mean, that's great. It's what I love about country music is people just supporting each other and encouraging each other, and it's just amazing that artists like yourself in country music especially, they seem to be eager to support each other and help each other and encourage each other.
Totally, totally. And
Yeah.
especially country music in Australia as well. We've all got to have each other's backs.
Yep.
Because the music industry is not a glamorous and easy place either. So, that's exactly why I'm saying thank you to these women, because, watching live performances, watching music videos, watching these women post on social media every day makes me go, all right, I'm more ambitious than ever. I want to do this.
Yep. You're right. I think it's one of the features of country music generally, but certainly here in Australia, is that relationship that artists have with each other.
Yeah, totally. No, I'm hearing you. But yeah, so the Women Who Raised Me, that's kind of how that song came about, and I'm really glad it's out in the world and being played on radio.
And am I? I love playing songs like that. Really good songs, and from a really good artist. And I'm all about supporting good Aussie talent. And you tick the box, so there's no worries about that.
Thank you.
All right, just quickly, where can people buy your music? I know it's a strange question, but I like to ask it because, sometimes it varies. So, if you can tell us where people can get a hold of your music.
Yeah, well, you know what? It's actually definitely not a strange question at the moment, as I have my debut album coming out. So this is my first record. This is my first physical vinyl and CD. So
okay.
People can actually head directly to my website at the moment and pre-order that album. So they get it on, it'll be posted out to them the day before it comes out on the 27th of September. So
Okay.
everything, if you want a physical, tangible item, it'll be right there on the website for you. But of course, streaming platforms, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, the list goes on. But
Yep.
the physical sales, really help independent artists.
All the main food groups, like I say.
Yeah.
Look, on that subject, when we sign off, I might text you our postal address here at the studio. Could you please send me a CD when it's released?
Absolutely. Yep. You have to just get on to Josh, my publicist, and I'll get one out to you for sure.
Oh, that'll be great. Because I don't have that many of your songs in my playlist, or maybe I think two or three.
No problem. Yep.
Two or three, and
Send one out to you straight away.
yeah, great, because I need more Taylor Moss songs in my playlist. So, if I can grab that CD and rip some tracks off it, that'll be
Done.
great.
Absolutely.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, so how is the album going?
Well, it's not out yet.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, stupid question. My bad.
That's okay. No, it's not out yet, but the support has blown my mind, to be honest. That's what I love about country music fans is they just really love buying a physical copy,
Yeah.
and having that tangible item, because the world is such a streaming world now, and it's nice to have music in your hands. So honestly, the support has blown me away. I was up packing orders till about midnight last night, and I've only got through about a quarter of them.
Oh, okay.
So I'm still waiting on some of my merch to arrive, but yeah, it's going to be a big couple of weeks getting ready for this album to come out.
Cool. Oh, that's great. All right. Well, I look forward to getting my hand. But you're right. The physical version of music is my preference anyway, because vinyl, especially if you've got a vinyl. Not that I'm a big fan of vinyl, but you can look at the artwork, and that you can sing along because the words are there, all the lyrics are there. So it's great to have that physical copy of music in your hand.
I'm very, very excited to have the vinyl. Particularly, this will be. I've had CDs printed in the past when I've done EPs and stuff like that. But I went and actually picked up my test pressing for my vinyl, and having that in my hand and then putting it on a record player was just like mind-boggling. So yeah, those are selling really well. Actually, I think vinyls are having a second wind. I mean, so they should.
I don't know about a second wind. I don't think it's ever gone away. I don't know why it won't go away. But, vinyl is here to stay.
Yep, exactly. But I was just more saying, like, if you go to, like, JB Hi-Fi, they barely have any CDs anymore. It's just vinyls, which is amazing.
Yeah, it is. Absolutely. That's really old school, but, there you go. It's what people seem to like, so good stuff. But I keep saying, look, I grew up with analog technology. I'm not going back there, for me, digital is the way to go. But, there's people that have outvoted me by a country mile, so there you go. All right, so how long have you been playing music?
Oh my gosh, I've been playing music for such a long time. I started singing. Mum said I started singing when I could talk, so I was 2 years old, and I was entering Talent Quest in my hometown of Ulladulla from the age of 5. And I knew from then that this is what I wanted to do, and I've never stopped, ever.
Okay, all right, that's great. Ulladulla, is that where you come from?
Yes, I was born in Milton, Ulladulla.
What a great place. I love that place.
So do I.
I
I got to go back home recently and play at the Milton Theatre, and go home, which was really cool. And we sold out the theatre, so I think next time we're going to do 2 shows back to back. I'm very excited for that.
Gee, it's not every day you come across someone who comes from Ulladulla,
I know, right? And I have a song called Country Proud.
Yep.
And, the main line in that song is, if you're from a town nobody knows, then say it real loud. And it's because, people will be like, oh, where are you from? I'm like, oh, the south coast of Sydney. And they're like, where? And I'm like, Ulladulla. And look, some people go, oh, yeah, I know that place. But a lot of people go, where's that?
Yeah, I know. It is that sort of town, you sort of, you hear the name and you think, gee, where is that, Queensland?
Yeah, you either know it or you don't.
I know it's not in Victoria, I can tell you that, but anyway.
Yeah.
All right, so why country music? I mean, there's so many genres that you could have chosen to, pursue a musical career. Why country music?
Why country? Because I'm one of those people, if what you see is what you get, and I'm very honest, sometimes too honest.
Okay. And
that's what country music is.
Mm-hmm.
And every song that I write is my story, is my journey. There is 120% truth in it. And
Yep.
I think that's why I love country music, because, you listen to a Shania Twain record, The Women in Me, and you just go, oh my gosh, this is Shania. She has a really, really strong identity. And I think country music allows you to have that.
3 chords and the truth.
3 chords and the truth, yep.
Good stuff. I love that. I really do. That's great, I mean, the people flog it, but it's still, it's a great saying. I love that. And it does really do apply to country music, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, it applies to pop music too, but I feel like with country you can be a little bit more vulnerable and a little bit more honest.
Exactly. Yep.
It's storytelling, and
yep.
We, from little kids, we grew up reading books and listening to stories, and I think that's, the people that loved books as children probably love country music.
I agree, absolutely, and that's a great observation. I never thought of that. That's great. Absolutely, you're spot on. I think, yeah, quite good. So far, what do you think is your most memorable experience as a performer?
Oh, most memorable experience as a performer. Oh,
there's got to be a lot, right?
I mean, there is a lot. There's so many memories can be made while performing. Every crowd's different, every gig's different. There's never one the same, which is what makes music and touring so exciting. So,
yeah,
probably my most memorable moment to date. I mean, there's probably 2 actually, and they were this year. One, playing CNC Rocks. Playing the main stage, the same stage that Lainey Wilson was on.
Oh, great.
And watching all these young children front stage just singing my songs back to me. That was the coolest moment ever. I just remember looking at them and just had the biggest smile on my face, and my whole body was covered in goosebumps, and I got really hot because I was just like, oh, this is such a wholesome time. And then the second moment was going to the UK and playing a festival over there in May this year. And same thing, people in the UK were singing my songs back to me. And I was
really?
Like, wow, yeah. I was like, when I got asked to play this festival, I thought, oh, well, it's going to be very different to Australia because no one's going to know me or my songs,
Yeah.
And it honestly surprised me. And I took 50 physical CDs of my EP over there, and they all sold. So I should have taken more.
Dear, that's a great story. I love that. Yeah. Wow. UK and they're singing. That's amazing. I love that. Yeah, I can see where that would have been a really, a really big moment for you.
It was just so unexpected, And
Yeah,
my
yeah.
partner is a drummer, and he came over with me to the UK. He doesn't play all my gigs with me because he's very busy with other bands, but
Okay.
he did come to the UK and play with me. And I remember we got off stage, and he even was like, "Whoa, like, what do you mean they were singing your songs?" Like, it was just, we were both genuinely surprised.
Wow, that's blown me away. Yeah, okay. Like I say, I mean, you might be able to expect that here in Australia, but to go all the way to the UK and experience that, wow, what a moment.
Yeah, it's mind-boggling.
Yeah, absolutely. And you mentioned Lainey Wilson. I got to brag. I managed to catch her show here in Melbourne when she performed here, and it was great. Absolutely wonderful.
She's awesome, and she's obviously one of the women that I mentioned, the women who raised me as well, because I got to meet her at CMC Rocks, and the same day that she was playing on the main stage, Spotify had just announced that they'd put me on a billboard in the CBD of Melbourne.
Okay.
And on the billboard was me and Lainey Wilson right next to each other.
Oh, wow.
And I saw her backstage, and I went, "This is my moment."
Okay.
And I took my phone up to her, and I said, "Hey, Lainey, do you mind if I show you something?" She was like, "Of course." And then I showed her this picture, and I said, "Thank you so much for holding the flag for women in country music." And she looked straight back at me in a gorgeous Louisiana accent. She said, "I got you, girl."
Oh, that's great. I love. Oh, that's beautiful.
It was such a beautiful moment.
It would have been, yeah. I get that, yeah. I missed out on the meet and greet. I ran into Andrew Swift at the concert, and he actually got to do the meet and greet, so I missed out on
I
that.
did see that.
Yeah. So I was a bit disappointed, but still, it was a great show. I totally enjoyed it, and I would love to see it again. Terrific
she's
performer.
awesome.
Yeah, and she had that guy from I forget anyway, but then it doesn't matter. We're nearly out of time, so if I can just ask you one more question. So what's next for you? I mean, you got the album coming out, and that's obviously something to look forward to, and you'll be working hard to put that out. But what's next for you? Gigs, festivals, whatever.
Well, yeah, this year's pretty well planned out for me. So, the album comes out on the 27th of September. I play at Texas Country Music Festival that week. Then I've got Groundwater, and I've got Over Yonder Fest, and then October, November, my headline tour starts. And then I probably have a couple of weeks off in December, and then obviously back to Tamworth in January. So my year's pretty not lined out, which is exciting. But you would think that the fact I have an album coming out that I would probably just, enjoy that moment. But I'm already 1,000 steps into next year and the year after and making plans. There's always something next.
Yep.
And at this point in time, I am self-managing and I am fully independent, which is very exciting.
Excellent.
So it means, having the full creative control, is daunting, but it's also it's made me fight a lot harder for this career. It's also made me work a lot harder too. So there's a lot coming next year. So I guess watch this space.
Okay, all right. That's good news. That's great. Because it's fantastic. That you're going to be working for the next year or two. So, that's a good place to be.
Yeah, and you know what? My ultimate goal in life is to have longevity in the music industry, but also make friends with Australia one person at a time. And I really hope my music allows me to do that.
Worthy ambition, absolutely. Terrific stuff. Look, thank you so much, Taylor, for taking the time to have this chat with me on the phone.
No, thank you. It was a wonderful chat. I really, really appreciate it.
And I've enjoyed it. I tell you, I really am looking forward to when we can do this again because, it's great.
Thank you. And make sure you message Josh and I'll get a CD out to you ASAP.
I'll do that as soon as we sign off.
Wonderful.
All right. Okay, thank you again, Taylor, and all the best to you. I wish you every success because you deserve it. And I know you work hard, and you deserve the rewards that come from that. And I wish you all the very best.
Thank you. Well, you have a wonderful day, mate. We'll speak soon.
You too. Thank you very much. Bye bye.
Okay. Bye.